Welcome to Sistah's Place Entertainment Showcase. Today we have joining us for our author showcase feature, LaChelle Weaver. Welcome to the showcase, LaChelle.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. So tell us about your latest novel, Sistah, Surrogate, and when is it available?
Sistah, Surrogate is my debut novel that'll be releasing next month, July 12th, under Brown Girls Books. And the story centers around three sisters, Bridget, who's the oldest, Ivy, she's the middle sister, and Savannah, the youngest. And when Savannah, who is newly married and she's ready to start a family, she's diagnosed with an advanced stage of cervical cancer at 29 years old. So that compromises her, her fertility. So one of her sisters offers to become her surrogate. But, it's not a happy family occasion for everybody. Everybody in the family is not, happy about it. So it tends to create a whole lot of family drama.
Okay. I just from the sound of it, I'm like, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So what inspired that storyline? The title and the storyline, yes.
Well, the storyline was inspired. It was some years ago. I was in a nail salon. I was getting a pedicure, just kind of flipping through a magazine, and I came across the story, and it was about three sisters, and the youngest was diagnosed with cervical cancer, and she passed away from it. And I thought it was a touching, story, and I said, I want to write that story, but with a twist. And so that's how that story came about. And the title, it wasn't as easy because I usually struggle with titles. And as a writer, I like to have my title first before I, start the story. And so while on a trip with some girls from some of my sister scribes from the Dating Game, which is an anthology that we're co-authors on, we were nominated for a literary award. And so we were in New York, and we were kind of, in our hotel room, just kind of, talking about what we had upcoming, and we was kind of brainstorming. I was telling them my struggles with trying to find a title for the story. And so we just kind of did some brainstorming, and that's how Sistah Surrogate came about. So I have to thank them. I have to thank my sister scribes, Natalie Woods LaFall and Cheryl Ashford Daniels, for helping me come up with that title. And that's how it came about.
So is there a message that you want your readers to be able to walk away with after reading Sistah Surrogate?
I don't have a particular message. I mean, my goal as a writer is always to provide readers with a entertaining and engaging experience, and I hope it'll spark conversations. That's my, overall, thing I would like to happen with the story. Because I think it's a good story that, a lot of women probably can relate to. If you have a sister, if you don't have a sister, even if you have a girlfriend, or, I just think it'll resonate with women, in general.
Okay. So as an author, who are some of your favorite writers? Name at least 3 or 4, and why?
Okay. Well, I love Kimberly Lawson Roby. She's like one of my all-time favorite writers, and she's kind of been one of my biggest inspirations in wanting to write in the particular genre of contemporary women's fiction. She just has a way of telling a story, and I think that's kind of how her following has become so huge. And of course, the next 2 are my Brown Girls Books founders. They're also my publishers, Victoria Christopher Murray and Rashonda Tate Billingsley. They're like 2 trailblazers in this industry, and I definitely aspire to have like a long-standing career in writing like they have. They're doing like big things in the literary industry, and I'm just kind of blessed to be a part of their vision. I'd also have to say Jacqueline Thomas. She's really been a great source of inspiration for me as a writer. She also kind of mentored me with the story, and then kind of reading her, going back reading her stories. I kind of got a little intimidated. I'm like, oh my God, can I write like this? But I just want to, like, I don't want to be like anybody else, but I do, I would like to have that, long-standing career like they have, and just find my own voice, and I just hope people will, just be able to relate to me as a writer, as a new writer, I guess I could say.
Right. So what else is coming down the pipeline for you for the rest of the year?
I hope more stories. I'm working on a follow-up story right now. For my story in the dating game. My story in the dating game was titled "We Ain't the Huxtables," and so I want to do a full novel to that story. And right now it's titled "Life Ain't a Sitcom." Just kind of, people
like
with
that.
the "ain't" in the title, and it'll focus on the 3 women from that story, from that short story. Because a lot of people were like, we need to know what's we need more from this story, and so that's why I said, well, I definitely have to do a follow-up story to that novel. To that story in the dating game.
Okay, that sounds good. So how can our readers and our audience learn more about you and follow you and find you on social media?
Well, first off, they can go to my website. That's LaChelleWeaverWrites.com. And I'm on Twitter at Love Words, which is LUVWRDS94. I'm on Instagram at love_words, so that would be LUV_words. I'm on Goodreads under LaChelle Weaver, and my Facebook author profile is LaChelle Weaver Writes.
Okay, and I believe we are connected.